Hi there, my name is Dan Ruel from the British Council. Can you tell me your full name, please?
My full name is Chương, Thái, Chân.
Thank you. In this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. Let's talk about where you live. What do you like most about your house or an apartment?
Well, so if one day I have to leave my house, I would definitely miss my beautiful garden the most. It is a place where I used to play hide and seek with my childhood friends, and also the place where there are a lot of beautiful flowers.
Thank you. Now let's move to part two. In this part, I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say, and you can make some notes if you wish. Do you understand? I'd like you to describe a problem that affects the environment in the place where you live.
I'm going to talk about an environmental issue in my hometown. You see the deterioration of a river in my hometown's water quality. So you see, like the river is like this iconic symbol of my hometown. But then in recent years, the amounts of litters and sewage directly dumped into this river has increased. And this is mainly from the market located alongside the river, as well as some factories and residential areas. And the consequences are adverse. So for example, if in the summer you walk along the riverside, sometimes you can smell an odor, or you can see the emerald water of the river turning into yellowish or brownish. So it's very terrible. So I believe that some measures need to be taken as soon as possible to solve this problem. The first is that regulations on waste disposal treatment need to be imposed. Of no less importance is that some technological methods need to be applied to repair the damage which has been done to the river, as well as to restore the river into its pristine condition. Last but not least, we should also have some campaigns on raising the awareness of both locals and tourists, so that they won't litter anymore and they would leave the river untouched. So that's all what I want to say about an environmental problem in my hometown.
Thank you. Now let's move to part three. In this part, I'll ask you some questions related to the topic in part two. Do you think older people have as much awareness of environmental issues as the younger generation?
Well, I'm not so sure about this, because I believe that whether one's concerned about environmental issues depends largely on his own experience and exposure to information rather than his age. But then I think there's one positive trend in recent years that more and more people are becoming aware of environmental issues, like the loss of biodiversity or the finite natural resources. So more and more people tend to lead a more environmentally friendly lifestyle, as well as take part in some activities for the sake of the environment, such as recycling, trees planting, or garbage collection.
Thank you very much. That's the end of the speaking test.
Thank you.
Here's our girl. How did it go?
I hope that it was not too bad. I was so nervous.
Yeah, you're shaking a little bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get out of the exam room and we feel really apprehensive about our performance. But, let's see what the examiner has to say about, how well you did.
Yeah.
Shall we? All right.
So Dan, what do you think about Tai Chen's performance?
Yeah, I was really impressed, and she had some really nice things to talk about for the environment. I think in general, her two language categories, vocabulary and grammar, are a little bit stronger than her fluency and pronunciation. She's using a really nice range of complex sentences, really nice vocabulary as well. I think the two areas to improve would be, number one, her pronunciation. I did notice some classic issues for many Vietnamese candidates. For example, the final sounds like she said Vietnamese instead of Vietnamese. And sometimes adding a s at the end where there shouldn't be one. And a few other kind of those common pronunciation challenges. And her fluency, I thought maybe she could try and speak a little bit faster. I did notice there were times when it was a little bit slow. But really, these are pretty minor issues, I think, in general.
Right, so I think overall the examiner liked your performance. I mean, you picked a really tough topic, but you were able to deliver. So I think that's good. What do you think about the comments of the examiner?
Well, I was so relieved to hear such nice comments for me. And I think that it is a good experience for me so that I can do better in the real exam.
Yeah, so I think now you have more confidence in the actual exam, right? All right, so that's good. That's a wonderful opportunity. So I've had a wonderful conversation with these young students here today, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. Now, let's go back to the studio with Phoebe and our IELTS expert.
We're going to go on to the next section, which is the tips, and tips section, where we're going to actually discover how can we utilize our 10 minutes to jot down notes from our listening section. So tips, and tips.